Soldier Field in Chicago. It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Kickoff for Chicago.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A 12-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line. Ball carried by number 20.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert. On 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
Robbie Gould.
And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
That's the 34-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Again, Jackson.
Well, that certainly has to feel good.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
10-10.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They've won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
9 yards to go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
This is fielded inside the 5. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change when you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he'll get into the end end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again, Jackson, and he fires one incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Out to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Flushed out right. He finds Humphreys. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. And Jackson throwing once more. And he will find his man on the outside. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard.
At the Vikings 38-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Jackson will throw again, eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
To throw is Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Viking.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They're able to locate Wilson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 46 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flush to his right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
Taken down right
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. From the gun, Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end.
Into heavy traffic and picked off near the 6 for a Bears touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
Elliott Fry to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37.
And the
Back to throw again. Out to the right here to Wilson.
The pass. Complete to
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears 29-yard line.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 3rd down.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
15.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one fielded at the 5. So we hit halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Bears 15. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And shedding the tackle, and now some room.
Jackson on the keeper.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The 39-yard line.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Third down.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Now Jackson on first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For number 28, incomplete.
On fourth down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Jackson on the keeper. A fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Jackson's pass.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That's complete right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And goal.
Second down and goal. Jackson steps away to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this book.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Dancing to his left. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What's up, man?
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
That's good.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Oh, nice move. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah. What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants had the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 7, 20 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
To kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
And out up now come the Vikings. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the quarterbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Complete to number 84. A gain of 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambled and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson being chased out left. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
15-yard line.
22, he's coming. 22's scared. Hey, report.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jackson sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This to win it in overtime. This is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
A pass there over the middle to start things out. This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much